Good spirited practice today. First one out. The rookies are adjusting well. The veterans did a really good job of, you can watch them on the side, just coaching the rookies. I like to see that right now because I think those rookies, they can learn a lot from the pros. And they can learn how to be a pro. But it was a good spirited practice today for the guys over here.
What are your thoughts on some players aren't here, some players are? In terms of guys,
I can only worry about the 98% that are here, Jeff. You know, and I'm glad they're here, and I appreciate those guys being here when they don't have to be here. But I think this is a very important time of the season. This is when we build a team. It's right now. And I think it says something when you're here and you don't have to be here.
Do you understand the other side of it? Some guys would rather do their own thing and feel like they get better at work and all that kind of stuff.
I just know in the 2 months that we have together, we're better off being with each other. That's my personal opinion. But like I say, 98% of our guys are here, and I'm happy that they're here. They certainly don't have to be, but they're here. I mean, they get 3 months. They get 3.5 months to do their own thing. You know, between February, because I don't count January, from February to April 17th, and then from June 13th until July 22nd, you do your own damn thing. But so April 17th to June 13th, we have a really good turnout right now.
Do you reach out to the guys who aren't here and talk to them, or do you have any?
No, that's not my job to reach out to them. I may reach out to see how they're doing. You know, Melvin Ingram had a baby, so you know, congratulations, things like that. Get the information, send them the baby gift, but that's about it.
Coach, with so many guys on the field during OTAs, where's the majority of your time spent? Whether with the young guys or some of the vets, where do you kind of focus your efforts?
I focus my efforts early on just watching individual drills, just making sure that we're doing things that are practical, which our coaches do an outstanding job in our individual periods, and the players respond to it well. But I bounce around. I got to know every position, so I'm everywhere, man.
Coach, today was Joey Bosa, his first day coming back, first day OTAs. What's it like to have his energy in the locker room and obviously out on the field?
Well, I don't know what his energy is like in the locker room because I'm not in the locker room. That's the players' domain. I stay out of the locker room. But on the field, yeah, he brings it. You know, every single play, he brings it.
Is there a specific of those guys that you brought in at rookie minicamp jump out at all during those couple days you had?
It's hard in rookie minicamp because guys are learning what you're doing and they're not playing full speed. So I never evaluate. I never raise a guy or cut a guy in rookie minicamp. You know, it's just not the time and place to do that. I'll wait until they get to about the second, third week of training camp, to be honest with you. And then I think that's when you get a good feel for what the rookies can do.
What about Nas? How is he adjusting?
Oh, he's definitely made some plays and stood out. You know, he's got to learn how to protect his teammates. He can't be running through his guys like he did today. But that's part of the learning process.
Has asked him to dial it back a little bit.
Yes, and that's normal. It is normal. It's just to name a few.
I know you mentioned earlier when you drafted Easton that you drafted him as a quarterback, even though he has ability to do other things. But with the success that the Saints had with Taysom, do you think you guys and others are looking for players that maybe could do something similar?
See, I don't see the same guy, Eric. Okay. You know, I see the Saints quarterback. He's 6'3", 230, 4'3".
Yeah.
You know, my guy's 5'11", 190 pounds, 4'6". I don't see the same guy. You know, but can he create? Yeah, he can create. He can do some things like that. But right now, we're just trying to teach him how to be an NFL quarterback.
So not necessarily going to be a personal protector or a guy that's going to be a core special teams player.
Well, for some reason, I can't see him picking up a linebacker coming down the middle, you know, and punt team. I just can't see that.
But in terms of guys that can do that, though, is that an advantage for teams to be able to have a guy on the roster?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Because the things that you can do with those guys on special teams, fakes, the holders, the personal protectors, you can do a lot more things.
Cordell was kind of the first slash. Do you see other teams maybe looking for another person that can be a slash, that can play quarterback and maybe do other things like that?
You know, those guys are rare. You know, if you can find one, it certainly can help your roster. But they're rare. They're hard to find.
Anthony, you kind of talked about this, almost like building a house, setting the tone. How much of that is culture for these young guys, and how do you teach them to be a pro? How do you teach them the culture?
Well, like I say, I like it. I coach the veterans, coach the younger guys, and I think the veterans can teach them quicker than a coach can. Surely we can give them advice, we can help them out along the way, but I like our veteran locker room. Our players, like I said today, they were doing an outstanding job of pulling guys aside and just coaching them up on how we practice and how we do things, and that's where I like to see it come from. because at the end of the day, we're going to go as far as they take us. And they have to understand this is their team, so you got to give them some ownership of that. And I like what they've done with it.
Why do you think the players will learn better from the veterans than the coaches?
Well, I mean, everything. I mean, how to be a pro, our concepts. They speak their language, bro. I'm 50 years old. I mean, you know, so if I got Melvin Gordon over here talking to my young back, I think that's a big difference.
Is that when you were playing? Did you feel that more that you learned more from a veteran?
It was no doubt in my mind, and coaches understood that as well. You know, that's why at the end of my career, I became like a player coach. I coached a lot of guys that came in to replace me. You know, but that's just, and you see it here. You see guys competing, but at the same time, they're playing the same position.
Yeah.
So a veteran guy, I mean, I think that says a lot about our team in the locker room when you're coaching guys that are trying to replace you.
Anthony, I know it's early, but Forrest was working at left guard today. Forrest Lamb was working at left guard. Is that just kind of part of the process to kind of move him around and see where he might fit in?
Well, we have a pretty good idea of where he fits in. I mean, I want to get him comfortable in both guard spots and then even get him some tackle reps later on, because he played tackle in college and he needed some more versatility on the line anyway. It's hard to take a one-position guy, you know, to the game if you're not the starter.
Where do you see him ultimately landing in terms of competing for his spot?
You know, I see him just, you know, going back in there and competing at the guard position first, and then we'll see how it looks later on at the tackle spot. But I'm gonna give him every opportunity at the guard spot to win his job back, and we'll see what happens.
Either guard.
Absolutely.
Anthony, Hunter Henry's been around for the whole offseason, but it's very mentally to get through his first OTA at the last. I think it's a big step for him.
You know, he looked good today. I don't think Hunter's thinking about what happened to him last year. You know, he had a lot of time to think about that. He's 100%. He's back on the field. He looked good today. It was just good to see him running around with that first unit.
Coach, in kind of back to the rookies, having the veterans kind of coach up the rookies, the opposite is also true, is to sort of empower those veterans as well and kind of bring more cohesiveness to the
You know, yeah, I think at some point you do have to empower your veterans a little bit. I pick and choose when I do that, but I think when you do it with guys like we have in this locker room, they take those rookies aside and they work with them, and I think they just grow and develop a little faster. That's all. Our coaches do a heck of a job of preparing these guys and meeting with these guys, and we're there for them any type of advice. But I still go back to we'll coach the players to coach the rookies, and that's just what we do.
Anthony, we're doing something on head coaches and first jobs. I think your first job was in construction, if I remember our conversation.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit? What your first job was like?
You know, at 13 years old, I started working full-time construction, and I just fell in love with it. You know, this is my summer job, and it ended up being my spring break job. You know, and by the time I was a junior in high school, I was a foreman of the company. I had a couple 16 employees underneath me, and by the time I was a senior in high school, I was taking ladies and most of the time it was just ladies to design centers and picking out things for the homes, and at first it started out me just taking them, and then I started helping them pick things out. Then I became the person to do it, and I actually went to Texas Tech as a fashion interior designer for a little while before I changed majors. But I just have a passion for it. I grew up with it. I just like creating things and using my imagination, and a lot of it's very similar to what we do in football.
Do you do that at all? I know that you don't have a lot of time, but on the side, but
I used to, but now that I'm coaching, I don't have time to get in there. I used to flip homes, I used to build homes on the side, but I was playing then. Coaching, that's another story. You don't have the hours to do things like that.
13-year-old, what were you doing as a construction?
Well, I started out on the labor side.
Okay.
You know, I was walking the yards and cleaning everything up and toting sheetrock everywhere. And I kind of gradually grew into sheetrock, 2x4s, 2x6s, and then designing a little bit.
Houses?
Houses, yes.
Is it tougher to build that or build an NFL team?
You know, you don't have to deal with all the different personalities when you're building houses. So,